All right, second grade, it is time to do the second part of lesson 11-4. And once again, we're talking about making picture graphs. We have the picture up at the top that says, so this tally chart shows the number of sunny days for 4 weeks. How can you make a picture graph of the data? And once again, here are the instructions. First, here's the tally chart. It tells us how many days were sunny in week 1, how many days were sunny in week 2, how many days were sunny in week 3, and how many in week 4. Green box. First, decide on the symbol to use and how many days it will stand for. So you could see they decided to make nice suns as a symbol. Green box number 2. Since the symbol stands for 1 day, draw 1 symbol for each sunny day. And box number 3. Include a key so the reader knows what each symbol means. Remember, the key is kind of like the directions where it tells you what everything represents. So the key says each sun stands for 1 day. And you could see how they then transferred the information. Week 1 had 6 sunny days. And so here they put 6 suns to show the same information. And that's what they did for here with 4 and 4, 3 and 3, and 5 and 5. So now they're going to want us to do the same thing. We're going to do it ourselves. The tally chart shows the sports equipment for a playground. Use the data to make a picture graph. Here's our data. This is the tally chart. It shows how many basketballs we have, how many soccer balls, how many footballs, and how many kickballs we have. They want us to now turn this tally chart into pictures. So please look at basketball. We know here that each symbol stands for 1 ball. What do you think the symbol is that we should use? Should it be a book? Should it be a doggy? Or should it be a ball? I say choice number 3. My ball is just going to look like a circle. All right, each ball symbol stands for 1 ball. All right, basketball, let's move it from here to here. How many basketballs do you see? Go ahead and draw that many basketballs right over here on this line. I'm going to give you a head start. Now I'll begin. Did you draw 7 basketballs? I hope you did, because that's what it says here. Let's look at soccer ball. How many soccer balls do you see here? You want to draw the symbol for balls over here, the same number. Go ahead and begin. I'll give you a little head start. I hope you drew 5 soccer balls, because that's what I have here. Let's look at football. Go ahead, start. Good. And kickball. Go ahead and start. I hope that you had 3 footballs and 8 kickballs. If you did, then we are exactly the same and you did a good job. All right, if you don't have it exactly the same, go ahead and make the changes. Pause, stop and fix that, and then let's move on to the next page. All right, Hayden records the number of days it snows for 3 months. It snows 2 days in January, and I think that I'll even circle that. 2 days in January. It snows 6 days in February, and it snows 4 days in March. Use Hayden's data to complete the tally chart. Oh, so we're going to do that first, and a picture graph. We'll do that second. All right, let's start with a tally then. January. What did it say? Look up at the story above. How many days did it snow in January? I hope you said 2, and I hope you put 2 tally marks like this. All right, let's look at February. How many days did it snow in February? Please write it down in tally marks. I'll give you a little head start. I hope you have 6, because that's what it says here. And March. Go ahead. Great. Okay, now we are going to turn it into a picture graph. We're going to put the same type of information. We're going to put the month on the left-hand column. January, and then I'll do the next one, February, and I'll do the next one, March. Now, let's figure out a symbol for snow. Oh dear, well, it's really hard to draw a snowflake. I'm not sure. What should we put for snow? Well, I guess I'm going to go easy. You could choose something harder. I'm just going to draw a snowball, which looks just like a circle, which is just what I did on the other page. And each snowball is going to stand for, I'm going to say 1 day, because there's not a lot of numbers there. So it's easy to draw 2 snowballs, 6 snowballs, and 4 snowballs. All right, let's go ahead and fill out the picture graph. 2 days of snow in January. So for every day, I will draw a snowball. 1, 2. In February, 6 days of snow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in March, 4 days of snow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Let's see what problem solving has for us next. Use Hayden's data about snowy days to solve. So I'm going to look at this to solve this. It says it snowed a total of 6 more days last year during the same 3 months than it snowed this year. How many days did it snow last year? Well, do we know how many days it snowed this year? If we know how many days it snowed this year, I'm going to write it here, and then I will know that last year was 6 more days than that. So then we'll figure that out. First, let's figure out this year. How many days did it snow in the same 3 months? What am I going to do to find out how many days it snowed in those 3 months? January, February, and March. How do I figure out how many days it snowed? Some of you might say add. Some of you might say count. Both of those are good answers. Since the pictures are right in front of me, I think I'll just count up. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There were 12 days that snowed in January, February, and March. So I'm going to put here that this year, 12 days snowed. But is that what I want to know? What was the question again? The question was, how many days did it snow last year? Oh, last year. So let's go back to that first line. Let's read it one more time to see if you can figure it out. Maybe you have already figured it out. Maybe you already beat me with the answer. But let's see. It snowed a total of 6 more days last year. Do you remember when we see these words, a number and then the word more? Is that add or subtract? It's add, because we're adding more days to it. We're adding more. So that means we're going to be adding this year, which we know is 12, plus the 6 more days of last year. So it'll be 12 plus 6. Some of you might be able to count up. Some of you will want to add in front of you with working it out on paper and pencil. Let's add. 2 plus 6 is 8. 1, we bring it down. All right, so now we know if we put this year and add last year's extra days together, it's going to become 18 days. It snowed 18 days last year. Good job. Let's do number 4. Number 4 says, when making a picture graph, why might you decide to use a symbol that stands for more than 1? What are they talking about? Do you remember if we turn the page backward one? Do you remember here when they said, well, not even here, let's go back even one more. Oh no, they don't have it here. Okay, let's go here. Do you remember here on number 3? They said, what if she makes each symbol stand for 2 votes? And we said, well, why would you want to make a symbol stand for 2 votes, or maybe 3 or 4? When would be a good time? And I had mentioned yesterday, look at green. It has so many dots. I almost couldn't fit it in there. 10 is a lot. And if I said that each symbol would now represent 2, then I could make it that I don't have to draw so many. So instead of drawing 10 dots, I could have just drawn 5 dots, because it would have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So when I have too many, it makes it easier to make a symbol stand for more than 1. That would be a good reason. So right here, for this section, you could say it's easier. And remember, anytime I go too fast, you can pause it. It's easier to use a symbol that stands for more than 1. Because then I can draw less symbols. Because I can draw less symbols. Especially if you get into really big numbers, like say 20 or 30, then you could just put them into groups and group them, and then you would draw less symbols. All right, so that is the end of 11-4. Next week, you will be doing Check Your Progress. And on this, there will be no video to help you, because this, you're just going to check your progress and see what you understand. You can use your book to help you to try and find answers or help to help you solve these problems. That will be fine. All right. Okay, I will see you later. Have a great weekend.